Want them to take. For all of the speakers today, if you will come over to the right of the stage, I'll call you out by name. Delali, I thank you. Rodney, I thank you. If you guys would join us over here in our socially distant seating area. Ms. Tiffany from Greater Baltimore Urban League, I thank you for joining us, please. In here, it's so great to see some of our board members as well. For all of our people who are sitting to the right, we had Mayor Scott, Council President Mosby, Councilman Costello, Delali, Rodney, Lucasaurus, Tanisha. If you all would join me over here, it's helpful, and that way we can keep it moving. I know it is cold, and you all want to get out of here as soon as possible. And so I thank you for joining us. I will be brief. I will try to keep these remarks, but I just want you all to know that I didn't sleep last night. This for me was like Christmas coming. I thank you for braving the cold with us to help launch this very important initiative. As we adhere to the city's COVID guidelines, part of what we wanted to make sure is that we kept our numbers low and that we stayed socially distant so that our health commissioner knows and gives us that check. And so out of the more than 600,000 city residents, I want you all to know that you were special today because you were selected to be here with us on this special occasion. So for the next 3 minutes, let me earn your time. Let me paint for you a picture of about what's about to happen in downtown. And I'm not sure that everybody is really ready for what we're talking about. You see, when you have grassroots organizations that are partnering with corporate giants and they're listening to each other, not just at the table, but listening, and when you have members of the Black Lives Matter movement kneeling and working with our police department to do things, that's when you see change. So what we're talking about today has all of that authentic mix of what we need. It's public, private, philanthropic partnership. So better than the regular PPP that people have been getting. This is PPPP. So it's public, private, philanthropic partnerships. And it's all of that leaning towards one thing. What we're saying is we want to make sure that the demographics of downtown Baltimore are representative of the demographics of our city. We want to fill our office vacancies in downtown. We want to make sure that we're providing opportunities to accelerate the rate of growth for minority businesses. And we want to increase our walkability downtown. So that's just some of what you get in this program. So I could go on and on. I won't because it's cold. But what we want to announce today is called Boost, powered by Fearless. Boost, B-O-O-S-T, stands for Black Owned and Operated Storefront Tenancy. It's about partnering our property owners and helping them, working with them to give affordable leases to minority businesses in one of our beautiful ground level spaces in the heart of our city. It's about partnering with the business and philanthropic community to give up to $50,000 to each of those businesses to help with either operating expenses or build out or facade improvement. It's about having our marketing, legal, technical assistance, all of this to provide a cohort to these businesses. And just know, many of you know me from my Graybo days. If I had this 20 years ago when we started Graybo, I can only imagine where they would be. So Mayor Scott, you know, they don't know that for our businesses here, Black-owned businesses have less than half of the investment at startup than any other type of firm, or that Forbes reported that despite emergency government funding, minority-owned businesses are losing more revenue and relying more on personal savings to stay afloat. So today, what we announce aligns with your Baltimore Together initiative coming out of BDC. We support your commitment to increasing the number of successful Black-owned businesses. And so after today's announcement, we want to take Baltimore to a place where these 5, and this is just our first cohort, 5 businesses have grown to become economic multipliers, where they're creating legacy within their businesses, thousands of employees, and they are tourism drivers to our downtown neighborhoods. So Mayor Scott, as you come to the stage, I know you asked me to do one thing with your transition committee. You said do what it takes to help make sure business, workforce, and neighborhoods thrive. And my downtown partnership team, when I said that, they said boost. And so I say we've done it. At least this is a start, and I thank you for your leadership.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Still good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, President Stokes, for that introduction and for all your great work, not just at Downtown Partnership, but also on the transition team and all the great work that you guys put in, and for Fearless, for this amazing initiative. I am proud to be here today to support the Black-owned and operated store program, Boost, as we will say. I also like to acknowledge my colleagues in government, Council President Nick Mosby, Councilman Costello, who are here, and you will hear from them today as well. Baltimore is a city filled with Black-owned small businesses, entrepreneurs, and innovators who are shaping the culture of our city. I'm the son of a family that operates a Black-owned small business in the city of Baltimore, so I know firsthand what it means and what they mean to our community. But I also know firsthand that historically, our Black-owned businesses in Baltimore have been disenfranchised and kept out of the process of having equitable support to initiate and sustain their businesses. And these inequities, and we all know that COVID-19, these inequities have been exacerbated even more by this pandemic, which has had a negative impact on our small businesses and entrepreneurs. Now more than ever, we need programs like Boost that offer critical funding to our Black-owned businesses in Baltimore by nurturing their growth and helping a generation of entrepreneurs be more successful. This program offers up to $50,000 in funding and technical and marketing and legal support. I know that this program will assist, uplift, and inspire many of our Black businesses here in Baltimore. I'm excited to see the businesses that will be initiated and supported as a result of this program. We know that this, as Shalonda said, is building on the great work that Colin, that Paul are doing through BDC and our minority business office here to help and support the great work that they've done and giving out grants, hundreds and thousands, millions of dollars of grants focused on our minority business in the city. And in the words of our late, great, forever Congressman Elijah Cummings, we need to spread the word about the Boost program to Lottie, Dottie, and everybody so that we can all make sure that we work together to support our Black businesses and Black residents in Baltimore, because we know they are the backbone of Baltimore, which is a Black city. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I want to bring to the stage, I had to let the mayor get off the stage before I said anything about a high school. I know you, Alicia, and Shantae have Mervo. This next person right here, this is my Poly brother. He is the council president. He has done numerous things on both the city and state level for our city. So please help me welcome Council President Nick Mosby.
Good afternoon. So, poly or no poly, we have an amazing president in Shalonda. So I just want to thank you. If you do not know this young woman, when you talk about innovative, when you talk about transformative, when you talk about right and prepared at this particular moment, that's exactly what I think her leadership presents, not only as it relates to the Central Business District, but to the city as a whole. And that's why I'm so excited about this opportunity. See, when we look at our mayor, or we look at an individual sitting in the city council president's office, and we look at our comptroller, all of us are from the city of Baltimore. And all of us have been poured into with opportunities from the city of Baltimore. But we also know that in the past, Brandon, the level of the playing field has not always been the same, particularly when we talk about our small businesses. And that's why we're all standing here today. See, we know the characteristics of our city. We got the water to our east, mountains to our west. We are right north of our nation's capital, just a stone throw away on an Amtrak ride to the Big Apple. We have the history, we have the culture, we have the infrastructure, we have the hospitals, we have so much to offer here in the city of Baltimore. But that opportunity has not always been available to the entire city. And this says, look, let's take a step back and let's ensure that we provide equity to all businesses. We know that small minority businesses, Brandon, are able to succeed with less than half the equity capital that most businesses are. So imagine if the city that's characteristic with all the things that I just mentioned, like Baltimore, decided to invest in our small business. See, poverty, socioeconomics, and the things that conflate those two are what sits at the foundation of all the systemic issues in the city of Baltimore. And with this transformative and innovative solution of ensuring that we're lighting up downtown with Black-owned businesses is exactly what Baltimore needs right now at this particular time. So as I started off with the amazing transformative, the amazing innovative, and the exceptionally bright President and Shalonda Stokes, I say thank you for this opportunity, but more importantly, thank you for the generations that will benefit from today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you can feel the excitement. I can. When we have a mayor and a city council president and a comptroller who are from here and care about us the way that they do, we can't go anywhere but up. And so I thank you both for your leadership. This next one, we didn't go to high school together, but Councilman Costello, if you see me, you see him. Over these last couple of days, I think we got connected at the start of COVID with Downtown Download. I thank you for being my partner and helping make sure we keep downtown as clean and safe as possible. Please come on and bring us a few words.
Thank you, Shalonda, and thank you, Council President Mosby and Mayor Scott. This initiative right here is exactly in line with your vision for leading our city forward. I can't tell you how excited I am for Boost and the opportunity that this is going to present for small businesses in our city that are Black-owned. And this wouldn't be possible without Shalonda's vision and leadership, with her senior team at Downtown Partnership, our board at Downtown Partnership. I want to give a shout out to Lou Casoris. I think Zed Smith is here as well, Mark Wasserman. So appreciate everyone coming together to try and figure out creative ways to support Black businesses, especially in the downtown central business district. And most importantly, an effort like this doesn't happen without strong private sector partners like Delali and the team at Fearless. So thank you for everything that you continue to do, the way that you continue to carry yourself and grow your business right here in downtown. Thank you.
Thank you. We are almost done. I know you guys are cold, but hopefully this information is keeping you nice and warm. This next person, Delali, everything about you screams, I am my brother's, my sister's keeper. I don't know if you personally know him, but this person right here is the epitome of what we really want this program to generate. And if I'm right, I know that we at Downtown Partnership started you off with a Tech Connect grant that hopefully helped lure you here, and you've grown the business into, I thought they had the numbers wrong when I saw 40 million. Outside of Fearless, that I know you co-founded Hack Baltimore with, I saw Dion Joyner-Weems here, and if that wasn't enough, you started Hutch. And now I hear that there's even a new addition to what you're talking about. So I'm thankful that when we looked out and we talked about who was willing to step up and support this initiative, you didn't just raise one hand, you raised both and jumped in full-fledged. So I thank you for that. Please bring a few words. Thanks.
Let me keep my mask on. I don't even want any trouble at home. So thank you so much to the mayor, council president, Shalonda, for your leadership. We're excited to be here. Shalonda, you stole a little bit of my thunder, but that's exactly right. 5 years ago, we came to downtown Baltimore, and we've grown. So we're now some 20,000, 30,000 square feet, powering over 200 jobs downtown. Why are we in the small business space? We're a tech company, right? And so people often like to ask that. We actually power the face of the Small Business Administration, helping millions of small businesses across the country every single day, providing support, learning, and education. We also power the Mentor Protege program for DoD at large for the nation, connecting small businesses that want opportunities within DoD. And Hutch, which Shalonda mentioned, we want to grow 25 new tech companies here in Baltimore before 25. But that's not the interesting part of the story. Shalonda mentioned it. We are here because of a program of Downtown Partnership. So we are one of the case studies. The Tech Connect program offered us a grant 5 years ago to come to Baltimore, and we have been able to thrive as a result. Someone believed enough in our business, this Black-owned business, right, this Black life, and knew that these businesses, they create jobs, they build, they achieve, they inspire, and because of that, we're here today. And so we can't thank the Downtown Partnership enough for your investment in us. And so we felt it was not only our responsibility and our opportunity, but it was our duty. We had to do this and had to give back. And so we couldn't be more thrilled to be a part of this initiative and look forward to inspiring another generation of awesome small Black businesses.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You heard even the fire trucks were excited about what you were talking about, so I thank you. We're keeping it moving. We have 3 more. Bear with us, please. I thank you tremendously. This next one, I think, Rodney, I think you probably had the furthest distance to come. You came all the way from BGE. That's right over here, but I thank you nonetheless. Part of what's really been great when Sam Story on our team started talking with Allison Black on your team, they made the magic happen. I thank BGE for always being there and being a strong supporter of our initiatives. I cannot say enough. I won't delay it any longer. Please join us at the stage. I thank you so much, Rod.
Good afternoon. I want to thank Mayor Scott, Council President Mosby, Councilman Costello for this leadership with this great effort. You know, Shalonda, you're just the leader we need in our city at this time, especially with the pandemic and what it's done to our underrepresented communities, especially Black and brown businesses. You know, Shalonda and I talked about this opportunity in November, and I'm just so excited that a couple months later, it's coming to fruition. You may not have noticed, but BGE pledged 2 weeks ago $15 million over 3 years to small businesses in our community. And I am happy to announce today that we are going to set aside $100,000 of that of that 15 million, excuse me, for small businesses as part of the Boost program. This process will essentially grant $20,000 each to 5 businesses that qualify for it. And you know, I just want to take the time to say this. BGE has a long history in the city of Baltimore. It's an anchor institution, and we fully appreciate our role in the community. As you can see, our building sits right here. And when the pandemic settles a little bit, we plan on bringing our employees back because we appreciate the need to stay and be committed and support the communities we serve. So Shalonda, I'm very excited about our partnership. I'm hopeful that the commitment we've made will change businesses, and not just businesses, but lives in our community. And you have my commitment and the company's commitment moving forward. Should you need anything else, that we're here to support. So I thank you all for coming out today on this cold day, and I'm excited about the future of Boost. And Delali, I also want to just acknowledge you in your business. It's businesses like yours that set the way for so many others. So I wanted to acknowledge that as well. Thank you.
Thank you. This next person that I'm bringing to the stage is actually one of my bosses. Councilman Costello, you talked about the board. I want to thank them, have them thank that towards the end. But Lou Casoris is different. Lou was actually part of the team, the search committee that hired me, so thank you for giving me a job. But outside of that, one of the things, anything that I've come to Lou with in terms of ideas to really help make downtown Baltimore better, it wasn't just a yes, it was tell me how I could help. During the holiday, when we wanted to make sure we could support 20 makers, because of COVID, things were shutting down, we wanted to put them, he opened up his pop-up, his store to us and said, you know what, you could have it, and we created a pop-up shop there. And now when we talk about Boost, him and other property owners, Bruce Panzers, they said, tell me what you need us to do. And so I thank you for that. Lou, if you'll bring a few words, thank you.
Thank you, Shalonda. Thank you, Mayor Scott, Council President Mosby, Councilman Costello. Really grateful to be here today with this announcement. Around 2004, it was BGE, David Hillman, and Peter Angelos in partnership with the city that transformed this plaza, One Center Plaza, into what you see here today, with the intent of making it a place an amenity for the public, for business people and residents to have a little bit of an urban oasis here in the city. We've been trying very hard over the last couple of years to really bring that vision to fruition. And I can honestly say that it's been Shalonda's energy, and I really want to thank Shalonda and her leadership of the Downtown Partnership to get the mayor here, to get the council president here, to get business owners here to launch this program. I can't think of a better way to really establish the ties that we really need to establish between the core of the business district here downtown and reaching out into the neighborhoods and bringing those people down here to create a vitalized urban core that this should really be, to make this one of the great cities that we all know it is and that it can be. So again, thank you, Shalonda, and thank you everybody for coming here today.
Thank you. Thank you. This last person, and then I'm gonna just do some final remarks, I promise you. But we could not have this program without bringing a business to the stage who represents what we're trying to build. And so I thank you. She actually closed down for us today, so we'll make it quick. But she's a retail star who exemplifies what we want the Boost program to accomplish. So Miss Tanisha Talaferro, she was introduced to us from Kristen at MCMA, just another one of our partners in how we're doing some things. So please come to the stage. You know, we really want to hear from you why programs like this are so needed. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shalonda. Good afternoon, everyone. As Shalonda said, I'm Tanisha Taliaferro. I'm the proud owner of Style Haven, which is a newly opened women's boutique located right here in the heart of downtown Baltimore at 327 Park Avenue. My motto at Style Haven is not the ordinary. I strive to provide a unique shopping experience with fashionable, eclectic pieces that you won't find at your local mall or department store. In 2006, I initially started my business hosting home parties, then moved to online sales and social media. Each year, I was trying to learn more on how to make my business better while trying to prepare myself to eventually achieve my goal to open up a storefront. Yet, I still felt that I wasn't ready and hesitated for many years. Well, little did I know 2020 had different plans for me. In August of 2020, I lost my full-time employment due to the pandemic, which propelled me to solely depend on my business for income. After many conversations with my husband and much thought, I used part of my pension, and on October 1st of 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, I signed a new lease to my new storefront, and the feeling has been absolutely amazing. In hoping that those feelings remain to come for years to come, I have two brief points that I want to leave with everyone today. The first thing is, now more than ever, it's very important to support Black-owned businesses, support small, and support local, so that we can sustain, grow, and continue to open businesses to build up our communities. We want to create the opportunities for more businesses and less vacancies in our communities. Secondly, to make these businesses successful, I would love to see more financial literacy programs and resources for Black-owned businesses to make sure that we all have taken the necessary steps to have well-established businesses. With these resources, with grants, loans, and when grants, loans, and other type of funding becomes available, our businesses are then in the position to benefit from them as well. I chose downtown Baltimore because not only is it the hub of our city, but I believe it is truly a hidden gem. And in the months to come, and in the years to come, I hope to see other Black-owned businesses join me as business owners in the downtown area. The journey to this point wasn't fast and it wasn't easy, but it definitely has been worth it. In keeping with time, I'd like to close by thanking the Downtown Partnership, Market Center, Mike Everett, and Shalonda for having me today. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're at the end. I just have some final thank yous, please. So the official announcement part is over. I can't thank the sponsors and partners enough. Our title sponsor, Fearless, thank you. BGE, thank you. other partners who are on here who didn't have an opportunity to speak, but they are partners in giving of their services or resources or time. The Baltimore Development Corporation, Gross Mendelson and Associates, the City of Baltimore Small Business Resource Center, the Mayor's Office of Small Women and Minority Business, DLA Piper, the Greater Baltimore Urban League, and the T. Rowe Price Foundation. Those are the ones who we know have already signed up. I want to pre-thank the sponsors who I look forward to hearing from over the next couple days to commit. I want to thank Tony Randall with Next Phase Cafe. He's a local minority-owned restaurant. He provided some meals, some box lunches so that we could go. I would ask that you first let our guests have those meals, though, because we didn't know that all of y'all were coming out. And so I thank you, though. We still are happy that you're here, but I must thank my team, my chiefs, Lauren Hamilton and Tom Akris, who literally, and I thank you all for saying me, it's not about me, although I thank my team for allowing me to say that. This is truly a team effort, so they are my new chiefs. I thank you. I have to give kudos, shout out, Sam, you did the thing. I won't say that part, but thank you for taking the vision and growing it. Mike, I can't thank you enough wherever you are. Always make me sound good, media, all of that. Nicole, graphics, it's so many people. Courtney, Linda, Brandon, the Parks team, the outreach team, the DBG, CSAs, my daughter. I had to throw her in there too because she's supposed to be here. I thank you all. I can't thank you enough. And I just say, let's do this. Thank you. And Mayor Scott, I think they wanted to get a photo if you don't have to leave. All right, if you wanted to get.
So our speakers are available for stand-ups if anyone wants to do an interviews, but real quick, we're just going to take a group shot of our speakers on the stairs, and then they'll be available for any follow-up questions.